In the not too distant future, next Sunday AD, there was a guy named Joel, not too different from you or me. He worked at Gizmonic Institute, just another face in a red jumpsuit. He did a good job cleaning up the place, but his bosses didn't like him, so they shot him into space. We'll send him cheesy movies, the worst we can find. He'll have to sit and watch them all, then we'll monitor his mind. Now keep in mind, Joel can't control where the movies begin or end, because he used those special parts to make his robot friends. Robot, roll call, Cabot, Gypsy, Tom Servo, Crow. You're wondering how he eats and breathes and other science facts, then repeat to yourself, it's just a show. I should really just relax. For Mystery Science Theater 3000.
And next up in the comedy competition, W.J. Wiedelhofer and Peanut.
Hi everybody, actually I'm Joel Robinson on the Satellite of Love, but I was just thinking that if I ever get down to Earth, one thing I want to do is go on Star Search and go toe-to-toe with 10-time comedy winner Geechee Guy. But the only way I can win is by doing some ventriloquism, so I'd like to introduce you to my robot. He's a woozle, and his name is Peanut. Now, say hi to the nice audience, Peanut.
Hello to the nice audience, Peanut.
No, come on, quit your clowning. Hey, come on, can't you say anything? Look at the nice audience, how well-mannered and nicely dressed they are.
Well, I want to go out and get me some chicks. Wow!
Come on, I abhor you. Please, don't do that. Cut your clowning.
Commercial sign in 15 seconds.
Can't you say anything friendly to the audience, to this nice audience?
Yeah, it certainly is nice to get out of that stinky suitcase.
Oh, Doc, come on, Joel. I can't go through with this. It's ridiculous. I feel like Waylon Flowers and Madam. Jeez.
Come on, you promised.
No.
Commercial sign in 5 seconds. Judge Paloma Picasso gives you a 1. From Michael J. Pollard, a 1. Gil Gerard gives you a 1. And from John Sebastian, a 4. Overall score, 1.75. Commercial sign now.
And we'll be right back.
If we would have stuck with it, we could have won.
Yeah, well, you try sitting still through that.
Well, maybe next time I will.
Yeah, and that's pretty good, isn't
And she's giving it back to you.
Yeah, I'm giving it back to you.
Yeah,
Right back to you. Hello, this is my little buddy, TJ Stinky Muffin, but I call him Stinky. Say hello to the folks, Stinky. Hello, folks. That's good. Why don't you tell the people what you did today, Stinky? Oh, can it, Sparky? Get me a beer.
That's it.
Hey.
Party's over. Forget it. Forget it.
You can dish it out, but you can't take it.
Yeah.
Next up, the juvenile dance competition. I gotta get me a good seat for that one.
The Eisner twins are calling.
You just watch it, TJ Cinnamon. We're not running a ventriloquist camp around here.
That's telling them your putridness.
Just tell them about the invention exchange, Frank.
Well, say, aren't we going to do a short scene for Mannequin first, your wretchedness?
No, we are not going to do a short. What is with the names, Frank? It's Dr. Forrester, just Dr. Forrester.
I'm just trying to spice up our sagging relationship. Oh, vile one.
Could we talk about this later, Frank?
Sure, your stinkiness.
My invention exchange this week, Joel, are these easy-to-make, ready-to-wear Halloween costumes. Just take a piece of stiffened rope, slip it around your neck, and voila! Dead guys.
It's perfect for your next necktie party.
What do you think, H.R. Finkelhofer?
Joel, come on, Joel. What's wrong, buddy? Joel, come on,
I'm
come on.
sorry. Hi, everybody. This is my invention exchange this week. It's for people who like listening to the sounds of the ocean. You know, sometimes you can get sick of tapes, and this is a portable way you can hear the ocean wherever you go. What it's got is padded headphones and a line that goes down to this conch shell. I call it the Sony Seaman.
Neat. And you know, if you get tired of the sea, you can plug in Handel's water music.
Yeah, or play the old soundtrack from Baywatch episodes.
Or Surfside 6.
Yeah.
What do you think, sirs?
Well, I think it's almost as lame as ours, Skin Puppy. Now, Joel, your experiment this week is a film which is probably Roger Corman's finest to date. It's a film called It Conquered the World, and it's really quite bad. But first, we're going to start you off with a light-covered romp through hell with a little something called Snow Thrills. Send him the movie, Frank.
I'll do it when I get to it. What, are your arms broken or something? I'll push the button.
Oh no, Frank's dead, Joel is ozoned, and we've got movie sign!
Joe, come on. Let's go, we got movie sign, buddy. Come on.
I just thought it would be funny to have a shell walk, man.
It's cute.
Hey, order me a dozen sliders there.
Hal Roach presents an Our Gang comedy. It's the parade of shame and wasted lives.
I did it for the kicks, man. Yeah. Snow thrills everywhere.
All right, Hardcastle and McCormick. It's a great show. Your brain dead.
Hey! Ice skaters, young and old, die from flashing blades.
You know where I come from, they arrest flashing blades. Yep, it's true.
Hey!
Jack Frost is master of ceremonies. And
I thought he was
ice skating
fictional.
most popular of winter sport. We're up in Newburgh, New York, watching hot competition on a very cold.
Get out of the way, old man.
Hot. You know, there's nothing quite as pretty on a summer day as arterial spray on the white snow.
Oh, I know what you mean.
It's true.
It's really
Takes me back.
Yep.
Get out!
Two show amazing speed on skates. Watch them hit it up.
We don't approve of fast girls, do we?
Hit it up? What's this? The crows come down to pluck the bones of the fallen skaters. Better luck next time, Mr. Crow. Way to go, kid.
Sprite, please.
Oh!
There's a monkey run!
Park, New York. The younger generation speed around the frozen lake, and how they do go.
Hey, look, I can see Ryan O'Neal and Ollie McGraw over there.
Oh, I thought they said the younger generation.
Love means never having to watch
Wherever
this
the
movie.
thermometer permits, skates flash in the sun as this sport gives keen enjoyment to fans of all ages.
Yes, even people with one foot in the grave like it.
Meanwhile, in the stuffed shirt competition,
Professionals take the spotlight for fancy skating and whirlwind turns.
And these guys really go.
Yes, it's prostitutes on ice. Oh, well, in a nice way.
Beauty, grace, and rhythm.
you won't find them here. Oh. Let's find out what these lovelies had for lunch. Oh.
Mom, get off the ice. Dad, would you make her get off the ice? Look at her.
Mother, get off the ice. Here, Gertrude Stein shows her moves.
A modern whirling dervish on steel and ice.
Neat.
You mean she's gonna skate till she dies?
Yep. No, this film is just an exercise in adjectives. Winter winds fill bulging sails to flash speedy.
4th of July in Minnesota.
Thrills galore in this winter sport.
Are darn hard to come by.
Fast work and speedy too, with a cold wind blowing the sturdy craft over the frozen water.
People can be thrown as far as 50 feet from the craft, and it's fun.
Yachting in winter, without hot coffee in the cabin.
Nothing like losing a few toes and fingers to frostbite.
Mush, mush.
I'm hungry for cream of wheat for some
Why?
reason.
Please,
Porridge
can I have
would
some
be
more?
nice.
Just enjoy the excitement of dog sled races over snow and ice through a biting blizzard. Mush, mush, and the thoroughbred Siberians dash ahead.
To escape their evil tormentors.
Stamina, speed at their best. A doggone good race.
Go.
What does PETA
Hey,
have
isn't
to
that
say?
John Sununu? It's the goofy guys. What?
Now Jack Frost introduces the human polar bears. They claim it's great, but we have our doubts.
Get in, old man. You've seen enough.
Better, but there's no stopping them. They just must have their cold bath. Some fun, eh? Well, we'll take a hot shower if you don't mind.
Let's talk about shrinkage, shall we?
Come on, everybody, we're gonna go skiing. We're gonna have a heck of a lot of fun. We're gonna go and die on the slopes.
Fast becoming one of the most popular of winter sports is skiing. And skiing is the correct pronunciation, they tell us.
Yeah, well, you're
Little
full of
skiers getting
skit.
those leg
Good
muscles
one.
in trim for later years, when they'll be able to glide down hills and through the
Bad
valleys.
about that.
Yes, it's never too early to fuse your spinal cord together. In a few years, these children will be addicted to painkillers. But for now, little Billy is paralyzed.
Cross-country skiing amid schemes of winter magnificence in Canada's snow-covered playground. Thank you. Gotta take them seriously. Woohoo!
They're coming down the mountain. And
When
the
they
snow-covered
come.
mountains of Europe and Canada afford ideal natural arenas for this sport.
Hey, come back here, Jerry. Give me my flask. Boat a bag with spiced wine.
Look, James Bond's being chased by enemy agents. Huh?
At the bottom, they fish through the ice for dinner.
Oops, seems some of the Polar Bear Club didn't make it out of the hole.
Now let's watch some ski thrills.
Sheep thrills?
Oh, well, to each his own.
Inmates from death row were subjected to horrible experiments.
Right over
And boy, are they stupid.
The high jump is the high spot of skiing. Here, balance counts, especially after you
Splatter.
clear the chute.
There's Grandma!
Grandma! What is she doing up there? I think this was sponsored by Prudential. Oh, see what I mean?
Look at him go.
To hell.
In a handbasket. Oh.
It's the Agony of Defeat audition.
Whoa, what a fall.
It's public humiliation on a grand scale. Collect the parts, then back to the top.
Then it's time to stand on the first aid line.
It's a dangerous sport unless you know how to land upright.
Oops, and this palooka now sells pencils on 3rd Avenue. Hey!
It's the biggest one-man thrill in Jack Frost's show.
I know a better one. Forget I said that. Sorry.
Embarrassing? You bet. That guy never had a chance.
Ouch.
What? She whoring?
Next on Sally Jesse Raphael, she-whoring.
What?
They got their idea from aquaplaning.
Uh-huh.
These she-joring fans.
What's
Faster they
aquaplaning?
shout. So the horse again bows to the automobile.
It's a safe and fun way to blow a Saturday or a knee.
A heap of fun.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
It's the nuttiest bobsled in town. Oh,
Oh, look at them all.
In Cornish, Maine is the longest
Reminds you of
bobsled in
Lemmings?
the world.
It's a
All aboard
death
for
train.
trip to town. But they'll have to pull it back.
I see a class action suit coming around the corner.
Watch out for that train. Uh-oh. Ding, 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 ding.
Help us! We can't come back. We don't know how it works.
Oh, I can't take this. The music, that is.
It's the sled of the subgenius.
Now is the winter of our discontentment.
Combination of speed, thrills, nerve, and courage, this wins the vote.
This takes the cake.
On they dash, faster, faster.
Pussycat,
making turns
kill,
at
kill.
breakneck speed.
Do you want to go faster? Raise your hands if you want to go faster. Grab the mail there, would you please? Thank you.
Boy, all this just to get to talk to Jim McKay. No.
Excuse me. Hey, what happened to the voiceover guy? Go to the bathroom or something?
No.
Down goes Herschel Walker.
And overboard. Well, we can't wait.
You'll get run over by the next sled.
Swiss have a word for this. It's called, I'm gonna die!
And with the greatest thrill of all, we climax Jack Frost's great show. Snow, ice, pep, steady nerves, joy
Blood,
and
flesh,
excitement.
entrails, the contents of a human spilled.
Thank you, Eugene Castle, for making us laugh at winter again.
And again, and again. Hey, my B movie, right or wrong?
I've looked at clouds from both sides now.
Ah, well, good night, everyone. That was
you.
nice.
Yeah,
It's
that's
time for... Oh.
Flight of the Bumblebee.
Do not adjust your set. We can make it stupid.
Oh, they're giving away the ending.
Sally Fraser's on a Russ Bender and a Jonathan Hayes because she drank a Taggart Casey of Dick Miller.
Huh? Paul Harbor, December 7th, 1941, a date that will live in infamy. Sort of a...
Oh, sorry, Lou, that I have to Russ off like this. Title puns, I love them.
We control the executive producer.
Say, whose line is that anyway?
Syrup by Larry Butterworth.
Hey, let's go over to Lou's place.
Lou, little song, little dance, little seltzer in your pants. Oh, this is great. This is really encouraging.
You know, I'd rather watch 30-something.
Yeah, me too.
Unidentified object.
All planes should have been out of this area 20 minutes ago. Transcontinental Flight 17 is off course.
Wait a minute, that's James Arness.
Oh, that's Peter Graves.
3 minutes, 30 seconds. You better be clear. I hear that satellite cost us $9 million.
That's with a trade-in.
An airliner. 3 minutes, 15 seconds. Skies are clear.
Cool,
3
both you,
minutes.
dude.
Power on. And man is finally ready to move into space.
Next on Biography.
Whoa!
He changed.
Thomas, I'd like to have you meet Dr. Anderson. I assume you two gentlemen have known of each other. Doctor, it's rare to meet so illustrious a physicist.
Thank you, General. I'm
Thank you. Let's cut the crap, shall
I'm
we?
sure you're just as distressed at my presence here as Secretary Platt.
Oh, I wouldn't say distressed.
No, certainly not, Mr. Platt. We're all in a state of high hilarity. We'll all wind up in a state of high mortality if you don't call off this satellite project.
Nice change-up.
I told you, that's impossible.
Not nearly as many times as I've warned the government against such a course. I said it when I was head of the Perpetual Missile Program. I said it before
My
that when I was
ears
working on the
hurt.
Manhattan Project and War II. Don't tell me you haven't read my papers on the subject.
Only your
Had a
midterm.
remarkable career, Doctor. Every degree imaginable.
Now get out! Out!
By the way, just what are you doing at present? Retired, I understand?
That's one way
I'm
to put it.
between gigs.
The world is full of fat heads. Mr.
So I invented diet shampoo.
Overflowing.
I've got a great deal of respect for you, Dr. Anderson. But this has not convinced me the satellite is a menace to the safety of the world.
What happened to the first one?
Yeah, come on. Come on, come on. What happened? What happened?
Exploded in its own orbit.
Anyone know why?
Nobody?
I know why. It was a warning. I anticipated that fully 3 years before the satellite was launched.
Doctor,
You're bitter, aren't you?
you said something about the other planets wanting to keep the Earth in its place.
To keep her out of the skies.
But there's no life in the other planets of this
Certainly no nightlife.
I'm not arguing theory, General. I'm only telling you this. Alien intelligence watches us constantly.
Of course they do.
We'll see this satellite of yours and know something must be done. I'm here to ask you, to beg you, to save your own world.
Please.
Well, Doctor, this has become just an academic question. In about 8 seconds, the sphere will be launched. They're in the countdown right now.
You made me go through all this for nothing? That's cold.
Whoa, the elevator's broken!
I stepped into the wrong room!
I can see your house from. I can see everyone's house from here.
Cinerock by Estes.
Neat. Is that the one with the parachute and the camera?
And the big payload section.
Whoa! Hey, the house on the rock.
Claire, this pie is delicious. Did you bake it yourself?
Oh, sure. An old family recipe my grandmother sold to the bakery.
No.
Tom, you want some more?
Only half a gallon.
Oh, everybody's a
What are you acting
comedian.
so smug about? You look like a man who just inherited Texas.
No. You might not be too far off in a sense.
Tom?
Yes, dear.
I know. I bet you finally decided you were wrong about the satellite.
Hardly. It's my greatest interest in life.
That and my hair.
Second greatest.
Well, been up there for 3 months now and nothing horrible has happened. 80 feet in diameter, 1,070 miles high, and circling the Earth at 16,000 miles an hour.
Honey, not this
look.
again.
Can't you two talk about anything else? I'm getting tired of hearing about nothing but satellites, isotopes, conical graduations, and all the rest. Maybe you've got something in space medicine I could use for a headache, huh?
I guess you're not getting much, huh?
Hey.
Sorry, Ted.
Now, you have got something up your sleeve.
Yeah, my arm.
I can't tell you, Paul. My wife won't let me. She thinks I'm crazy.
Well, he does eat hairballs.
The whole world thinks you're crazy, maybe even me.
Which results in creativity.
Now, what's the big secret?
I like frilly things.
Tom, please.
Please.
Honey, this is too big.
But you promised.
Please.
Paul will understand. Maybe nobody else on earth, but Paul will understand.
I'll try.
Come into the other room.
Okay, but you're never going to beat me at arm wrestling.
Don't take it so hard, Claire.
See what you've got.
Come on, I'll wash and you wipe.
No.
Where does one buy the kit?
It'll be just a second.
It's a karaoke machine.
He's Kid Karaoke.
There, do you have any idea what you're listening to?
Montalbani?
London Philharmonic.
Annie's biography?
It's Venus.
Huh?
Venus.
You know, no arms, nice rack.
Hey.
Why not? We bounced signals off the moon's surface. There's no reason that Venus shouldn't radiate impulses.
I don't mean the static. Can't you hear it, the other thing?
What other thing?
Feedback?
Listen to it, Paul. Listen to the voice.
Well, I'm hearing a phone. Oh, the phone. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, probably Time Life again.
Hello.
Venus calling. Would you kids stop clowning around?
Paul Nelson here.
Gunsmoke? No.
What?
That'll never work. Call my brother.
Well, that's impossible.
Mission Impossible. Yeah, that sounds
Yes,
great.
sir, right down.
Something wrong at the installation?
It's gone.
What's gone?
The satellite, it took off on a direct tangent into space. It's vanished.
You better get over there.
Joan?
Honey, the world's in trouble. We gotta go.
Oh, sorry, we were washing and wiping.
What is it, Paul?
Some trouble at the installation. We have to run.
Good night, Claire.
Good night.
She forgot her bunt
I know
band.
what you're thinking, Tom. I don't appreciate it.
Did you razz him about his brother again, Tom?
I've always thought Tom was a little off. Tonight he went too far.
Did he touch you?
Tom's a genius. Too much so, but I got more important things to worry about. Let's go.
Jeepers, he holds the world's fate in his hands and he can't drive a stick.
Oh, ain't that the thing?
Any change, Sergeant?
Oh, sir.
Sergeant Bilko, this toll booth idea isn't working.
I think maybe the general ain't so happy tonight.
Let's roll, folks.
Quick! Someone's coming! Jesus!
Raise the gain of the audio. We might hear something.
It's a full decibel now.
The scientific achievement of the century has disappeared. We've got to find it.
It's hey-ho and a frosty hello from Tom Servo on the go on the snowy set of love with the Winter Sports Cavalcade. Jack Frost is on the lam and hell-bent for leather in flaccid Lake Placid as these wily speedsters try to best each other in a festive combination of speed skating and kickboxing. The folks up north call it splading. Watch out for number 13. He's got a roll of quarters in that hockey glove. And uh-oh, down goes another icy splicer. Better luck next time, Junior. Now we skag it up to Skagway for the frozen frolics of the Tundra set where summer fun of oil slick management has given way to frisky ice fishing. But hang on to your mucklucks. These plucky knuckleheads go for the real thing. Yes, tray after tray of the crystalline stuff is yanked from the belly of the muskeg and cracked into highballs for the fashionable Alaskan schnapps-tossing competition. And it's so long to the midnight sun and hi-ho Kokomo as Hoosiers cool their heels with a rousing game of hockey ball. These snowy prairie dogs do it in style. Watch out for that hip check, Roger. Down goes another one. Now up to Minnesota for a game these squareheads call standing around on a frozen lake till your blood begins to flow like Mr. Misty through your veins. Quickly now off to the Jodlin Alps for the Austrian chilblain, and by the way, Kurt Waldheim is not a Nazi festival. Austrians everywhere enjoy the sport of skiing, as they call it, but we know it better as playing ping pong or badminton with a Barbie doll frozen in a block of ice. Our frigid little Fräulein never looked better in her frozen frock as our man Schultz paddles her fanny with ball after ball, hoping for that elusive double clamor Franz with a hey-ho, whoop we go, Heidi, hike up your knickers and a forehand smash. Now it's spit-spat to the Kattegat, where dangerous Danes camp it up with wacky cat snapping. That's right, folks. Tease them, freeze them, and snap them in half. Take these freezy pop felines down to absolute zero, and they crack like Turkish taffy. Then melt them in your mouth till the nuts pop through. And what's a day in Copenhagen without a bowl of blonde and a traditional whack at the traditional crow beating? Yes, these daffy Danes. Well, Joe, you're really not supposed to hit them. It's just, you know, it's going off script there. Oh, sorry. Well, finally, it's a short longboat spin up to the Gulf of Bothnia, where frisky Finns and savvy Suomi take on the dangerous sport of frozen pole Frenching. Kids, do not try this at home. There's a sick sort of thrill you get from watching Lars and his Limberlicker race against the clock for a new endurance record, and watch the fun as 3 inches of taste buds peel off like a zipper skin Mineola. Join us now as we wave a tearful goodbye to the plucky men and robots of the Satellite of Love Winter Cavalcade of Fun. I'm Lowell George. So long for now.
Sorry I beat you up, Crow, earlier.
Thanks for the help on that pageant, guys. That was fun.
Hey, you're dragging a xylophone.
Sounds like it.
That's good booze.
No, it's the days of wine and roses.
Oh, I could strangle him with it. Oh, what's the use? Ooh.
She hates popular science.
We have to get smaller magazines.
That Whole Earth catalog.
You promised.
You take me to the ice capades.
That toll is 15. Oh, forget it. I'm not into it tonight.
If this keeps up, I think we should get a turnstile.
Who's winning? Well, what inning is it? Who's playing?
It's back.
What, the dry look?
The wethead is dead.
Maybe the instruments failed, and maybe they didn't.
And maybe I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time.
Well, it wasn't your fault, Ellen. Now be sure you get the reports to Washington before morning.
Yes, darling.
Tell them to bring the
Doctor.
satellite down for full examination. Yes. Pete, can you handle recovery procedure all right by yourself?
All I have to do is wait till she's at 43 North, push a couple buttons.
Secretary Pratt is going to want to know where she went and why. That means
There's a hand in the car over there.
Wife, Joe.
Oh.
If anything else goes wrong, call me at home.
Good night, Doctor.
Good night.
Still can't drive a stick.
She's very sensitive about it. Oh. Time to act crazy.
Venus, if you will, please send a little girl for me to thrill with all the charms of you.
This is Anderson. Acknowledge. Where are you? Yes.
What is he, Dr. Doolittle all of a sudden?
It's true, I am your only friend. Nobody else even knows you exist. But they will. It'll be the greatest day in the history of mankind.
Are you talking to WLS again?
He's here, darling. He drew the satellite to his world, to Venus. And now he's back, within an hour. He's inside that circling laboratory, just waiting to come down to us, to save us.
Please come to bed. You'll feel better in the morning.
I'm signing off now. Hurry
My
up and
wife's here. I
contact
gotta
them for
go. See ya.
Don't let it get a hold of you, Tom. You've dreamed and imagined for such a long time. Don't let your imagination bring itself to life.
This is no image, darling. It's what I've been predicting for years. And this is good instead of evil. That was my one uncertainty.
Yeah, right. I gotta get up early, dear.
Get some sleep.
I'm gonna stay by the set tonight.
You haven't touched me in a year, but that's okay, darling.
I'm picking up Pluto through your lips.
I was great. Mwah.
Venus, you're on the air.
You know, I'm the general, and it occurs to me I never get a chance to play with any of this cool crap.
General nuisance.
Major indifference.
Colonel Popcorn. Look at him. Poor drunk slob.
Oh, my darling psychotic husband.
Too greasy, I'd better not.
You're positive you know what you're doing?
Hey, Bianca Jagger.
We can manage without wrecking it too much.
Well, what am I worried about? I'm not paying for it. They're ready, Mr. Secretary.
All right. Nothing
You're
to do
paying
now
for
but
it.
Bring it down. I've got the
You're
car
really
waiting downstairs.
sarcastic, sir.
Proceed with the operation.
Roger. 30 seconds.
Position 42 north, 58 minutes. 59 minutes, 43 north. Locking and lock.
You sunk my
Accelerating.
battleship.
4 gravities.
Too slow.
Shut up.
6 gravities.
Come
Should be
on.
past 28 by now.
Something wrong?
Shut
I
up.
don't know, General. The thing acts like it doesn't want to come down.
Come
Begin
on.
descent.
Dorsal rockets engaged.
Shut up.
Abandoning orbit.
Not responding.
Oh, come on.
What's happening?
Shut up.
I don't know, General. It's behaving very erratically.
Come
Then
on.
send it back up. Don't experiment with it.
Just kill it. Don't play with it.
Crying out
It's
loud.
supposed to be.
What's going to happen next?
I don't think I want to know.
Mr.
Washington
Curiosity.
again, Carol.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Washington. The general's whining again. Give me that.
Bring it in. Little to the left. Come on, back up. Okay, put your parts over.
There we
Never
go.
mind.
Time to go into cover-up mode.
Yes, yes, I hear you. He's alive, darling. He survived the crash.
That's good for you, dear.
Sick man.
The whole world's sick, darling. It always has been. But that's all over now. At last, every dream of man can be realized.
Pantyhose that won't run?
Would you get Paul on the phone? I gotta tell him.
I'm going into town.
To get an
When I
ice
get
pick.
back, I pray to God you'll be rational.
Claire.
Could you run by Radio Shack? I need a few things. I've got an open account that...
What's that?
Yes. I should dump
According to a
her?
rough triangulation, I put you in the mountains about 10 miles south of here.
Near the Pump and Munch?
Honey, honey, watch. Honey, slow down. You're drunk, honey. Come on.
Oh, great. It's a giant plastic pickle.
With horns.
Dill?
I'm looking for the Frugal Gourmet.
No, Rocky, we're not stopping for your girlfriend.
So stop the world. I want to get off.
Tom, no more Anthony Newley forever.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, I want that coupon.
Hey, it's Jennifer Beals.
Sweet. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Huh, looks like a Margaret Burke White exhibit all of a sudden.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Well, I'd guess, honey. Now would be a good time to tell you about biography on A&E.
I did.
Funny?
Funny, it must be the battery or something. I'll have a look.
Paul, my watch has stopped.
Funny, I filled it last night.
What's come over this place? Everything's gone haywire.
There's been a power failure someplace.
What is this, an Olsen and Johnson movie?
Phone's dead, General. It sure is quiet outside.
It's always quiet in these mountains.
Not this quiet.
She's dead.
What happened to the satellite?
Oh, it's down. Just a little ways south of here. The signals were full of static, but still coming through when the power failed.
Gone. $9 million and 5 years' work.
Ah, no wonder there's a cat in there.
Find anything?
Well, we can't just sit here for... Paul!
Where? Hello, baby. Oh,
ow!
There goes another pop singer.
They might
Pop
want us
goes
as
the
witnesses.
singer.
What time is it?
Well, I've still got 3 past 3. The darn thing won't go.
Power clock is stopped, too. Same time.
I wonder why.
And my pacemaker just...
I've got a premonition.
Well, I've got a stalled car.
I'll paint any car for $49.99.
We'll walk up to his place. Maybe he'll drive us to a garage.
Might as well. You can't sit here all day.
Funny, my legs don't work. My kidneys stopped.
Yes. I have the names of the key control people in this vicinity. Mayor of Beechwood, Andrew Townsend.
Oh,
Chief
and
of Police,
I have some birthdays to announce.
Chief Security Officer for the installation, Brigadier General James Paddock. Head of the satellite project, Dr. Paul Nelson.
This one's going out to you.
Along
It's
with their
Kathy's
wives, this makes
clown.
a total of 8. Exactly the number of control devices you will be able to produce at this time. I'd like to see one of these devices. I presume they're electronic in function.
Lobster claws.
Withdrawn butter.
I'm back, baby.
Ooh.
Hey, hurry, everybody. The new Lorna Luft album is released.
It's Crazy Days at Beechwood Market.
A century of pride and tradition.
Downtown Winnetka.
There's not a car running in town. It's early.
What's happening in the rest of the country, Mr. Haskell?
I don't know. The wire service broke down.
Have you seen
Looks like
Eddie?
This town is stranded in the midst of nowhere. Mrs. Anderson, your husband said this thing was going to happen. Now ask him how well are we going to get out of it.
I'll be sure to bring that up to him. Yes.
Keep moving. Nothing to be afraid of.
My husband.
do
that. It stopped.
So who am I, Doogie Howser? Get out of here, Grandma.
Claire!
The moment I met you, I swear.
I read your stuff. You did this.
Oh, yeah? Well, I saw your act last night. You're not funny.
Come on, you. Haven't I got trouble enough?
And you,
Are you hurt?
I can take a punch.
Well, none of the other cars are working.
Ours is at power control.
I got a tiger in my tank, sweetie.
New from Wemmel.
I thought you said Tom and Claire live nearby.
They do when you're driving.
Nice pants.
Look at that crappy special effect. How do they get away with that?
Roger
I
Corman.
couldn't stop to ask it.
Ah, missed me.
What an ugly creature. I've never seen anything like it.
Neither have I. Must be some kind of cave bat. Remind me to ask Tom about it. He knows zoology.
Well, let's go. We'll never get there standing here.
I kid the end of the world, but I love it.
Why does his car work? Because he takes care of it and brings it in for routine maintenance work. And it doesn't clown around behind the wheel on A&E. That's my Peter Graves.
That was pretty bad.
I'm working on it.
Cute. So,
What do you
drink.
mean, de-energize?
We stopped power at its source. That means electricity, steam, water,
Even you?
engines, everything.
Water? You mean the faucets won't work?
That's right.
Oh, that's nonsense.
Hey, cut that out.
Thought you said it wouldn't work.
Well, sure, that works. It belongs to me.
Are you in cahoots?
Paul never used to make deals with the devil before.
Nah, jerk tried to kill me with a rock. I hate biography.
Are you enjoying our little drive, honey?
I understand now. Ronald Reagan would make a great president.
Yeah.
A flying bear claw.
No, it's a pita pocket.
No, it's a sealed sandwich.
That's right, officer. Give a hoot.
At last.
Oh, for fun. I told you if we skipped, we'd get here faster.
Oh, hurry, run, honey, out the back. Here they come.
Too late.
Nice to see you folks. Just get back from the Olympics?
Oh, don't start with me.
Down about 100 miles up the road.
Chose the wrong day to go for a ride.
Can you run me down to Phil's garage?
I'll just
I'm
run you
afraid that
down.
wouldn't do you any good, but I will ask you inside for a drink.
You look all in.
Drink I can use.
I get some ice.
Hey, your carpeting doesn't work.
What's your pleasure?
Model trains?
I'll have some bourbon and soda.
Somebody can just pour a bucket of water over my head and then shrink my feet.
We'll just shrink your head.
What time did your car die?
3:03.
Well, that's when all the clocks stopped.
Figures.
Mm-hmm.
You need anything else?
No.
Honey, would you get that crow out of the fridge? I'm gonna make them eat it
How
now.
did you know the car died? Could have had a broken axle or anything.
Could have. It didn't. Ran down just like every other car did today.
Yep, did it myself. Like
Misery
it?
loves company, but that's carrying it too far.
What's going on?
Making cocktails. What do you think?
Scotch and water.
Relax. You have plenty of time.
Say.
Heard anything from General Paddock?
Not a thing. Not since he left the headquarters an hour ago.
Hey, what's happening with
No, the
Sad
Jeep don't
Sack?
run, so the general, he walks.
How are things going inside?
Power's still off. Funny thing, the auxiliary has a hand crank.
That doesn't even work. I don't know what effect all this is having on my wife's big mouth.
Oh, that's nice.
Let me know if you hear anything from the general.
Yeah, sure thing.
Make money selling seeds. I got it.
Guess the privy doesn't work either, huh?
I know my office is around here somewhere.
Hey, use the other end.
Shoot
Does this
'em.
bug you? Does this bug you? I'm not touching you. Does this bug you? Ha!
Oh, great. Now I'll have to wear a turtleneck all week.
You're it.
I understand now. Gallagher is funny.
I'll just bury you for a little snack later.
I'm sorry, Tom. I can't bring myself to believe what you're saying.
Give me back my cock.
It's nothing new. It's been years since anyone's believed me.
Bitter? Oh, a
All right, let's
tad.
assume you're right. A superior intelligence has come from Venus in my satellite. Established residency, turned off the world's power, and is about to take over the world's population.
I'll give you all that.
Why aren't you fighting it?
Because this superior intelligence happens to be a personal friend of mine.
Oh, he's Wayne
I
Newton all
believe
of a
he's here to
sudden.
rescue mankind, not to conquer it, as you have naturally concluded.
A personal friend of yours.
Name dropper.
Real chums.
The days when people made fun of me are over, girl.
You will bow down before
Rescue
me.
mankind from what?
From itself.
Oh, now he's Ayn Rand.
I didn't know we needed rescuing.
Remember your theory on contained degravitation?
How could I forget it?
Yeah, we were
You
flying
thought you
that
could build a
night.
craft that would degravitate itself, and so escape the Earth's draw without any fuel or engine of any kind.
Oh, you mean a balloon?
Good idea. What happened to it?
Washington red tape couldn't get an appropriation.
So, stupidity. An example of how stupidity restrains man's progress. I've been a continual victim of it myself.
No argument here.
Stupidity, fear, greed,
Bad haircuts.
And a new arrival is going to end all of this?
in so short a time you hardly realize it's been done.
It's called the New World Order, Paul.
Can't help feeling a sense of triumph, Paul.
I do love to gloat.
I'm in on the beginning of ultimate freedom. I predicted the possibility. I assist the benefactor.
How's he going to do it?
Amway products.
Can't tell you yet, Paul. It's premature.
So was I.
But you'll be with us very soon.
Join us.
I don't think so, Tom. I'd have to take a long, hard look at anything that was going to change the world and me so completely.
And I've got to tape some raps for A&E. Shoot me a memo
I'll
on
let a
it.
lift to the lab.
No point in going there. It's inoperative and useless.
Boy, are you a downer tonight.
Let's go.
And will you drive us home?
There's some
Nope,
coffee and
unless
pie.
you-
Go out to the
Oh,
car.
I'd love
Yeah,
some.
coffee and pie? You know, that pie was delicious. Did you bake it yourself?
Oh no, it's just a recipe my grandmother stole from the bakery. Hey, want some more?
Only half a gallon.
What are you so smug about? You look like a man who just inherited Texas.
Well, it may not be too far off. Oh, you know, this coffee tastes like it came out of an oil derrick. What, did you strain it through a mummy?
Yeah, the coffee tastes like mud. Roger mud.
No, and the coffee wasn't half as bad as the dinner.
Well, I only burn it when you come home drunk.
Yeah, so you burn it every night.
Oh, don't bring that up again.
I have to bring it up. If I hold it in, I'll die.
Die! That's what this coffee tastes like. Die!
Did you two get enough? You hardly touched your steak.
I didn't want to touch it. It scared me.
Yeah, talk about steak being tough. I thought they retired man o' war to stud.
Oh, what would you know about being a stud?
Well, the meat was better if you put that fuzzy gravy on it.
Oh, was that gravy? I thought the dog had been sick.
I've never seen Spam served so many ways, especially in the Jell-O.
You know, halfway through the dinner, my filet got up and beat the hell out of my coffee, and the coffee was too weak to defend itself.
Oh, well, it looked like you enjoyed the marinade, or were you just being a pig?
Hey, the only thing that's marinated around here is Tom.
Oh, next time, why don't you just skip dinner and go straight to passing out on the table?
Okay, keep it down, you two.
I don't think I can keep anything down if I have to keep looking at that dessert.
Yeah, you know, on second thought, forget about the pie. I'd just rather eat the recipe.
Oh, why can't we just have a meal like a family just once we got movie
Paul didn't panic.
More
Nothing
coffee?
quite like a logical, orderly
I've
mind.
had enough.
didn't panic because logic makes him think you're insane.
Ooh, good one.
Drive me, Claire. I've forgiven your lack of
Not
faith
tonight,
for
anyway.
years. But now the facts are in front of you. It's time you stood by me.
I'll stand by you, Tom. Not just because I'm your wife, but
Because I'm Tammy Wynette.
because I love you.
Oh,
And you're my meal ticket.
do it.
She'll die first. She's useless and outdated, and I'm gonna tell on her.
Ah, boy, am I hammered.
Trace the energy of my car. It will lead you to Nelson's home. He's difficult, but his mind is of utmost value.
And his hinder ain't bad either, if you know what I mean.
So, Mom's still dressing you alike, huh?
Yes, sir. Big news from headquarters. This whole area has been placed under martial law.
All right!
All
I
right.
think I should be in command of this sector and prepare defense measures.
Guess what?
They didn't say. This place is to be abandoned. Neil, I want you, Manuel, and the rest of the
Which one's
installation guards to
Manuel?
move out at 16:30 hours. You're going on a forced march.
Yes, sir.
Your reconnaissance. Take a position south of Baker's Ridge and observe the country to the east. But take no action.
Hey, Senor General.
Oh, come
Sir?
on.
How are we gonna know when it's 4:30? Nobody's watch is working.
Here, take mine. It's running again. Now assemble your gear and move out.
Yes, sir. Would you give me that?
Oh, come on. We could trade it for comic books.
What good is that gonna do? There's still no power.
I know it. Let's just say it keeps me off the street.
Okay.
Okay, you, get on the
Big
street.
news. We're in the midst of a communist uprising. They've sabotaged every power source in the area.
Thank you, Curtis LeMay.
How'd they manage to hit all power at once? I can understand them getting the big electric and water plants, but none of the independent generators here are working.
And wristwatches.
And the flashlight.
Well, don't ask me. I just know they did it.
How did you get the message? Radio and wires are dead as everything else.
I just know.
Special courier got through from 5th Army Command. I have orders to restrict everyone to this building until the emergency is over.
Senator McCarthy is on his
You mean
way.
we're prisoners?
Well, protective custody, so to speak. They'd like to get their hands on people with your fund of secrets.
Well, there's blankets and canned goods in the broom closet. We'll make out.
Oh,
I'll have some supplies sent over, but don't budge an inch.
We read you, General. Not an inch.
Well, guess we've got a lease.
Bunch of suckers. I'm totally off script right now. I feel nuts. This is so great. I can't believe it.
I thought those little tails were out.
No, it's acupuncture for his migraine.
What are they, picking up the dad from Hazel?
Hey, Mr. B.
We'll
Means
see you
bourbon.
there. You and Tom drop over real soon.
We'll be sure to, Joan.
Yeah, right. Oh, they'll never get in the key.
I hope you haven't made a permanent enemy of Paul. You were really rough on him tonight.
It's no longer possible for me to make an enemy, darling. The word enemy is about to disappear from the human language.
Oh, what about the word tact?
Ooh, that too. How about the word nag? How about the word ex-wife?
Well,
With
at least you get a day off.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, everybody gets a day off at the end of the world. Didn't you know that? It's a free day.
Yes, try the light switch.
The switch works, but the light doesn't.
Paul, do you think he could be right?
It couldn't be.
He said he predicted it.
In the 15 years I've known Tom Anderson, he's predicted everything a fertile imagination could. He's wasted his entire life on calculated fantasy.
Oh, no, I don't think.
One or two of his dreams were bound to come true, if only because they're so all-encompassing.
Roll of the dice.
Maybe this dream has come true.
No, a natural catastrophe has occurred, Joan. We'll find a reason for it. Tom is merely trying to attach one of his pet ideas to it. Don't you see, it vindicates him, proves to a laughing world that all of his whimsies are accurate.
A world of whimsy.
I see.
Thank you, Wayne Dyer.
A chance to regain face.
Exactly.
I'm Fraser Thomas. Welcome to Family Classics.
The cave you were in is located over a hot spring. That is why you find it cohabitable with Venus.
Honey, get off the phone. Quit tying up the line.
Paul Nelson's still at large. If he's not at his home, he may try to get to the satellite installation.
Hey, don't get short with me.
It will take you 12 days to produce 8 new devices. Too bad there aren't more of you. What are my next instructions?
Put on a bra and sing Green Slaves.
Remain here until Beechwood is evacuated. Yes, sir.
Panic in the streets. I need my saxophone.
My birdcage, my birdcage.
The night they raided Minsky's.
No. It's the famous footwear annual clearance sale.
Evacuation must be accomplished by midnight.
We're running from ourselves now.
Watch it. Look out. They're going to trap us. Panic.
Well, look, honey, I love a parade.
Where are they going?
Stay up here.
My viola!
My bongos!
You want to go faster?
What's this all about? What's everybody running from?
It's the end of everything.
What do you mean?
Highway 18, let me go!
Well, that's into the desert.
I'm going to the Donald O'Connor Festival. We're running from ourselves.
Who's after you?
Them is!
I'm back, Guano.
Meanwhile, in a Samuel Fuller film not far away.
That's the nearest point on the road to Baker's Ridge. Turn off here and march cross-country to the south.
Oh, would you just... Oh.
Why don't you watch where you're going?
Seen a funny-looking bird.
That was no bird. That was the guy in front of you. All right, let's move.
You look like a bird.
Yes, it's another wacky episode of Corky Joins the Army.
Maybe we should get out too.
No, I have an idea. That's the plan. Clear the town. Control panic.
Control? But Tom said it was...
Forget what Tom said. I've got to go up to the installation.
Oh, Paul, no.
Not the
Joan,
bike,
I
you
can't
look
stay here and
stupid.
watch the whole world fall apart. Now you get inside and lock everything up.
Darling, I'm afraid something terrible will happen to you. Please don't.
Go on. And be sure you close the windows, every one of them. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Paul!
Huh?
I'm your boyfriend now.
You're about the last man still in town,
And I still wouldn't marry you.
I'm happy to be here for the rest of my days.
Please don't be difficult, editor.
You got a gun, Charlotte. That isn't like you. But gun or no gun, here I stay. I helped build this town. My paper got you your job for you, remember?
No need for papers now. They're nothing but a stack of ideas and notions. Useless. Get moving.
Sorry.
Over my dead... Oh.
I'm doing this for Jodie Foster. It's nothing personal.
Oh, Dr. Nelson. I've been hoping I'd see you. Explain, what is this? Orders, Doctor. Whose orders? His.
His?
But I've known you for 5 years. You just killed a man in cold blood. Why?
His orders.
Whimsy.
Hey, look at that. X-Lax. Is that a rectal thermometer?
Oh, Rodney King.
You want me to scratch my butt? Oh.
You're to be one of us. Get up. You're free.
Free to be you and me. It's okay for boys to play with dolls and...
So I'll just be going.
Oh, you got your pant leg stuck in...
I like to go a few blocks away and secretly watch my wife.
Hey, Daisy May is late for the Sadie Hawkins dance.
What are you doing now?
I'm just watching for the breasted chest. Oh.
Crested.
They fly to the persons wanted like birds. I just see one.
How do they gain control of the victim?
Well, there are no victims, darling. You should rather call them the released.
Oh, not this again.
According to him, they have radiological electrode type things in their beaks. They plant these in a person's neck, after which he is controlled by the benefactor. And like bees, once they have stung, so to speak, they die.
And the people? They don't die.
No.
No.
Nope. No.
Now, only their minds.
Honey, why can't you just let me once take over the world?
Thought possible. Only the waste is gone. The hate, bitterness, dreams, all the foolish nonsense.
The emotion?
Ah, it's in the toilet.
Yes, the emotion.
Why are you holding me?
Why?
'Cause we like you.
You know that.
Why do you love me?
Ooh, he's planting an antenna in her septum right now.
I don't know why you should. It's a waste.
What?
It's an emotion.
Oh, what a burn.
Tom, you can't rub the tarnish from men's souls without losing a little bit of the silver, too.
Jeez, look at that thing. Bill Keane goes African.
Tom, are you really ready to stop loving me?
Try to think clearly, darling. Why do people love? Because they see in another the answer to their needs. I see warmth in you and beauty. You're everything I must have as a man.
Only in a woman.
I'll need you even when no emotion exists.
Don't try and split gains with your wife, darling.
But what?
For a few dollars, you can hire a woman who'll fit all your fetishes. She'll match your requirements perfectly. Then if you ever get tired of her, you can always run down to the employment agency for another.
That's a great idea. Honey, you're brilliant.
Don't you believe in signs, Dr. Nelson?
I believe in peanut butter.
General Paddock, you startled me.
Didn't mean to.
Well, why is the place shut down? Where is everybody?
They've been transported to the district air base. No telling what might happen to them here. May I give you a ride back to Beechwood? It's a long bike trip.
If we can
You
stop
certainly
the
may,
DQ. Downtown Winnetka.
You mean in the car that works? Peter, wake up! No wonder you're hosting biography.
Car works.
What a relief. That seat is built for the spanking size, and I'm a little bit beyond it.
Oh, it's his wife's bike.
How come this thing runs?
New experimental model. You just wind it with a rubber band and hold it with your thumb.
Read that
I think it would be best if you and Mrs. Nelson would join your employees at the base.
Could be. Is there any way I can get in touch with them?
Not a chance. They're under protective custody.
Well, then why did you bring it up?
General, don't you think we ought to get that rock out of the road before we start?
Huh? What rock?
That's not a rock. It was a rock lobster. Down, down, down.
So much for military intelligence.
Oxymoron.
I'm telling you, this is a weird day on biography.
You know, I always wanted one of these. I thought I'd have to get one packed in Greece from an auction.
Hey, does this bug you? Does this bug you? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Yeah, little.
Next on biography, me being terrorized by a giant plastic flying mitten. You die, bat! What am I saying?
I don't know.
That's good. Now try a lasso.
Yeah,
Oh my, I gotta tell the wife. Honey, I met the general and I got this Jeep and I saw a bat and I got a job on biography.
Murderer.
Oh, hi, Tom.
Time for another drink or another ride?
You filthy murderer.
So another drink
That's a nice
then.
way to greet an old friend.
Did you tell me that you were a friend of this alien? Did you tell me you helped it?
Sit down, Paul. You're upset.
Now sit down and then you'll talk. I want to hear everything.
Drink?
Now you're being reasonable. Yes, I helped him. I paved the way. Told him everything that would make it possible for him to come here.
There's only one?
There's only one on Earth. There are 9 altogether. The other 8 are still on Venus. They're the sole survivors of a race that was born too soon. It developed amid the eruptions and the boiling gases of Venus, a planet that won't catch up to Earth in perhaps 1,000,000 years in climate.
A dying race.
Yes, but each of the 9 has an intellect that will dwarf humans.
Like
Make
Billy
us look
Barty.
so many roaches by comparison.
Dwarf human.
And you think we need him?
We always have.
Listen, do you know that in the last 24 hours, men have had their minds, their personalities, their moral standards imprisoned?
Yep.
That a whole population has been herded like cattle into the desert? That men have been murdered for failing to obey the new master?
Yeah, I hate the 700 Club, too.
Doesn't it?
Yes. Makes me look back into history for a comparison.
Comparison or rationalization?
Listen, man. Throughout man's career, every great change, every sudden leap in his station has resulted in torment, chaos, and death.
Like my love life.
The French Revolution brought democracy to Europe.
Oh, bring
Plague
that up
brought
again.
wondrous cures. Wars brought about fast planes, atomic power, radiological medicine, our own discoveries.
And Tang.
No, that won't hold. You're talking
Point,
about human
counterpoint.
change, something you want to get rid of. Well, this thing isn't human, so your argument falls flat. And incidentally, I could point out an equal number of regressions and disasters that have been brought about by revolutions and plagues and wars.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
Well, neither am I of your hypotheses.
You will be. You must be. He wants you on his side. Next to me, he wants you.
Really? He likes me?
You want me to condone this reign of terror? To swear allegiance to this monstrous king of yours, to kill my own soul and all within reach?
Uh-huh.
Well, I won't, Anderson. I'll fight it to the last breath in my body. And I'll fight you, too, because you're part of it, the worst part. Because you belong to a living race, not a dying one. This is your land, your world. Your hands are human, but your mind is enemy.
And I won't bring up your feet.
You're a traitor, Anderson. The greatest traitor of all time. And you know why? Because you're not betraying part of mankind, you're betraying all of it.
Oh. Beautiful.
Well, really scored in there. The new stuff killed.
Mm-hmm. You know? Oh, random. Oh, wrong way. Back. It was a mission impossible for him to learn to drive a stick. Clutch.
Bye.
Cargo. Easy.
Don't start with me, Martha.
You laughed your ass off, George.
He was my friend. Despite all our fights and disagreements, he was my best friend.
Is that all you can think of, is losing a friend? Didn't his words mean anything to you?
Nope.
If you weren't so blind, you'd realize that Paul was your friend today as he's never been before.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. You talking to me?
Anybody who didn't care about you, who didn't believe there was still something in you worth trying to save, would have killed you on the spot.
Hmm? Killed me?
Yes. Just as he'll find a way to kill your God.
There, I said it and I'm happy. Sandwich?
He had a gun.
Hmm.
I saw it in his coat.
A gun?
That's right, Tom. You just had an undeserved stay of execution.
Say.
Gosh, I should get him something.
So you believe with him that I'm a traitor? You've turned against me all the way.
I've done nothing.
Since high school.
Everything is up to you. You're the one who has to see for himself.
Go to the meetings, please.
I don't know. I guess I'm just a fool. I'm like Paul.
Hey, no argument
I can't
here.
help believing that you're going to find yourself. I love you, darling, but I have pride. I want to love a good man, the fine man I married. I won't love a monster. I won't.
That's what Ivana said.
What about Fred McMurray?
Believe me, I know what I'm doing.
Oh, Tom, stop it.
Tom Stoppard? What's she talking about?
I hear you.
Catch you on the flip-flop, big man. Breaker.
Yes, Beechwood seems secure.
8s.
Sir, I'm troubled. Maybe you haven't got that word in your sphere, but I must see you.
I can't. I'm busy till Friday.
I'm washing my hair.
Yes, I'll be patient, but Paul Nelson is still at large. That means that he, his wife Joan, Mayor Townsend, and his wife are the four not yet under control.
And we need him for bridge.
Son of a gun.
He's out of Jeep.
Mm-hmm. Well then. Eight hours later.
Well, I'm finally home after a breathtaking tour of Cornwall.
Got a bike butt, something fierce here now.
John?
I want you to try the spanking seat.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
Oh.
Just had a shower. Be right with you.
Shower. Peter? Think about it. The lights work.
Lights work, Peter.
I think James Arnez was the smart one.
Hey, that drawer
Where'd
works.
you go today?
First, I went downtown. Saw the chief of police kill George Haskell. I went to the lab and it was closed.
Not much going on.
I found General Paddock possessed. It's a horrible mess. I'll tell you about it when you come out.
Get us there.
Peter, the lights. Idiot.
Honey?
The cigarette works,
How come the shower's working?
It's not. But after a while, I felt so tacky, I just had to do something.
What?
So I stuck a bucket full of water in the shower window and used the shampoo hose.
Sheer genius. Hey, come out here. I want to see you.
In the light. In the light.
Since I'm too tired to move.
And since the camera crew's out here, Corman's got 2 more films to do this afternoon.
Oh, there's a draft on your neck. I don't want you to catch cold.
Oh, the window. Don't you to keep it closed?
Well, it got stuffy in here. I had to have some air. Guess what I've got?
What?
A present for you.
Pepperoni pizza.
No. Yeah. Ooh.
Good night, darling. I'm going for a short walk. When I get back, you'll feel much better.
Not.
Oh, no.
It thinks I'm Tippi Hedren. Good effect, huh?
Oh, just get a pair of scissors and cut this string.
Grab a tennis racket.
Well, that'll work. Yep. Oh, the Ming vase!
That was old anyway. Ooh, you're lucky my chick's here. Ugh.
This could only be Anderson.
I have the only working phone left.
What do you want?
Want to come over?
I just talked to my friend. He said you killed the control device that was made for you.
So?
So that means you can't be controlled for over a week. Come on over. I want to talk to you.
Cocktails.
I'll apologize.
How will I get there?
John's station wagon will run.
All right, I'll come over. There's something I have to take care of first.
I gotta glue that vase before the wife gets home, you understand.
Well, that alien calls day and night.
He's coming.
Oh, okay. I'll put out pretzels and those little cocktail shrimp.
Yes.
Should I make a hot dish, dear?
Yes, it must be done.
What is it?
He said Paul is first of the minds to be taken. First because he is the most dangerous. He's the one enemy. The one great enemy because he knows basically what he's fighting. His control device is gone.
What does that mean?
It means he must die. He's too great a menace to live the week. I'm supposed to kill him tonight.
Well, that'll put a damper on the evening.
Douglas MacArthur carried a gun like this, as you'll see tonight on Biography.
I'm sitting on a gun.
Are you evil yet?
Hi, honey. I'm controlled.
Came back quickly.
Yes. I knew it wouldn't take long.
You were right.
And now we must wait for him to give us instructions.
What sort of instructions?
To conquer the world.
Honey, I think we're growing apart. We don't have the same interests anymore. You want to conquer the world, and I want to put a shop in the basement.
Now on, won't we?
For the rest of our lives.
Scientology is great.
I see.
I was kidding. Oh.
Even in death, her hair smells great.
Hurry up and wait.
We come all the way out here in the woods, so what do we do?
We're supposed to be observing suspicious actions, remember?
What kind of actions?
You tell me.
I told you, but you don't listen to me.
What are you talking about?
I told you I seen that funny-looking bird.
Bird
is
Will you
the
forget about the
word.
bird already?
Bird
What are you
lives.
talking about all day? All right, you guys, what is this, a picnic? You men with the dice,
Lock and
clean your
load,
rifle.
Lieutenant.
Never mind the beefs, get busy.
Jiminy, Joel, I had no idea that Peter Graves is James Arnessis's brother. I mean, just think, for years, James was the biggest cowboy star on TV, while Peter eked out a meager living in cheap B-movies like this one.
For me, Peter Graves, the 50s were a time of self-loathing, resentment, and bitter recrimination. We'll explore those years tonight on A&E Biography.
Wow, being in the same business must have been tough for these two Graves brothers. I mean, the Arness siblings. I mean, wait a minute. Something is wrong on Saturn III.
Yeah, how can they be brothers if they don't even have the same last name?
Oh, well, you guys, that happened quite often. I mean, it's pretty well known that a lot of famous family siblings from Hollywood would take different names. It's kind of a Hollywood tradition.
Like who?
Well, like Dear Abby and Ann Landers, there's Warren Beatty and Shirley MacLaine, Liza Minnelli and Lorna Luft, and then like Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez. It goes on like
Hey,
that.
let's not forget Rafferty and the Gold Dust Twins, Freebie and the Bean, and Choo Choo and the Philly Flash.
Huh?
With, you know.
Actually, another interesting side note is that a lot of famous Hollywood brothers and sisters went on to take the same name. There's like the Landers sisters.
Joel, wait a minute. The whole point of this discussion was supposed to be celebrity siblings with different last names.
Yeah.
Now, there's nothing inherently interesting about brothers and sisters with the same last name, for crying out loud.
Well, actually, the film's kind of short today, and we need to pad out the experiment. So,
Say, Joel, tell us more about these celebrity siblings with the same last names.
Well, I'm glad you asked, Mr. Tom Servo.
Thank you.
Please cue up the music, Cambot.
Music? Oh.
And the band played on. There's Jerry Lee, and Emmanuel Lewis. If you don't like it, you can sue us.
Wait a minute.
There's Susan Morris and Doris Day. Hey, this is a fun game even robots could play.
Right.
That's right.
Well, you can name 3 and I can name 4. Totally Diddy Roger and Mary Tyler Moore.
Betty and Barry White.
Marv and Herb Alpert are out of sight.
Tempo.
Sonny Bono and Bono are really fun.
Julia and Eric Roberts say, hey, Charlie took my thumb.
Dame Edith and Linda Evans, either one's a vixen.
And don't forget about Mojo and Richard Nixon.
I told you guys that naming celebrity siblings was going to be a gas.
Yeah, Rafferty and the Goldust twins, Freebie and the Bee and then Choo Choo and the Philly Flash.
Did it again, Joel. You ruined everything.
With the thing and the
Why
song
must you
and
take everything that is honest, pure, sweet, and wholesome and turn it into some vague Alan Arkin film reference? Why?
The Channel 9 Sunday afternoon movie will be back with the Doberman Gang.
Please, darling. Open your mind
That
for
was
just
fun.
a few minutes and let me get inside so I can talk to you.
Huh? Now she has the mustache.
I'm listening.
Tell me about this invader. Now, what's he like?
Well, he's kind of pretty.
Well, I don't know much. He's strong or he wouldn't have been
leaves
able to
me
make the
cute
trip through
notes.
space. He's advanced because he can talk to his controlled subjects at a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he's super intelligent. He's established at Elephant Hot Springs Cave because he needs a climate like that of Venus.
And because he's an elephant.
Hiding in a cave? Afraid of light? Well, then Earth must have no use to him except as a subject of conquest.
I said I'd listen and answer your questions. We'll argue about it later.
I've got to shoot James Arness first.
Peter Graves.
Why does he want you to kill Paul?
Because he
Peter.
was able to manufacture only 8 control devices. The 4 key control people in the vicinity and their wives.
Oh, they usually don't have activities for the wives.
Yes. It was a pair for Paul and Joan. Paul killed his, which means we must do something about it.
Ew.
Rowdy.
Joan's been controlled?
Yep.
Yes. There are only 3 on the list that were not. Paul, the mayor, and his wife.
But they're dead. They were killed in the crush of the evacuation.
Yes, conveniently and cheaply off
Well,
screen.
then why doesn't the king use their devices on Paul?
He would, but it's too late. They've already been used.
On whom?
Stiller and Mira. Don't know why. Just
I can't tell you.
I'd have to kill you.
Hey.
say, who's the new girl?
She looks like a scientist.
And so cheaply dressed.
Oh, she's just going to slip into something a little more clinical.
It's good lab wear.
Jeepers, what does all this stuff do?
It's working.
You didn't sleep long?
No. What time is it?
Going on dawn.
How did it happen?
Don't ask us. It all just started up again. We're checking to see if anything's out of order.
Wonders never cease. Any coffee?
No. How about making us some?
Okay.
Never mind, Ellen. I'm not thirsty.
I never will be again. Oh.
Well, I am, if you don't mind.
There's no decaf!
Crullers.
You shouldn't have looked in there.
They're just old coffee
Relax, Ellen. It won't
filters.
take more than a minute.
be my own little girl. No, please, don't. Give him a chance, Big
This
Daddy.
is no way for scientists to behave. This is MIT, for goodness sake.
Physical contact with Venus shall be established.
She must be Venus.
No, too many arms.
Break one, huh? Look for Riverboat Queen. What's your 20 good, buddy?
Acquisition of his encephalographic control.
That's terrible.
I shall remain in
Nice
contact.
death rattle, though.
Wow, is he anal?
Yep.
He's finally coming.
And he's bright as Woody.
What are you going to do?
I should take a walk, Claire. You'll be safe.
After everything I've said, you're still going through with it?
I must. My beliefs haven't changed. I still have to have the courage of my convictions.
Tom, I prove to you that your friend is as weak as you are. He's hiding in a cave, pleading with a human to do his rotten work. He's dead afraid of strength, and that means Paul Nelson. He can't even wait a week to control Paul. That's how frightened he is.
I'm sorry, Claire. I have to go out and meet him.
I'll pack a lunch.
Uh-oh.
Look, I don't know whether you can hear me or not, but if you can, you listen good. I hate your living guts for what you've done to my husband and my world. I know you for the coward you are, and I'm going to kill you. Do you hear that? I'm going to kill
Sorry,
you.
I'm not in right now, but if you'd like to leave him.
Took you long enough to get here.
Long enough. We talk here or inside?
Inside.
Where do you think the booze is, huh?
I think that's Thelma or Louise.
How's Joan?
Dusting.
She's dead.
Oh.
What?
Spilled his guts.
How?
I killed her.
Neat.
You killed your wife?
Not my wife.
That was a lady.
She wasn't my wife. She was a product of your work. A member of the Society of the New World.
SFNW. I like it.
Cool. Shouldn't have.
I had to.
She was still your wife. Still Joan. You would have been one with her if you hadn't...
If I hadn't destroyed the thing that was trying to control me?
Yes.
Well, why shouldn't I destroy it? It was my enemy. You don't seem to realize that we're at war.
Every night on
You
A&E
made
at 10.
Joan my enemy. My enemy forever, and I had to kill her. My own wife.
Oh, is the great Peter Graves going to kill me?
Go ahead. What good will it do you?
Plenty of good.
Yeah.
If I can get to the leaders, to you, to Paddock, to Shallot, the battle will be half won, because apparently this god of yours is immobile. Has to have human beings to carry out his battle orders. Well, I can find people, plenty of them, and we can defeat this thing you call a benefactor.
Barney, Paris, they'll help me.
Perhaps you can. So many things have happened. Joan.
You could help us. You're the only one who knows anything about the invader.
And the secretary would disavow any knowledge of your action.
No. No, I'm going to get what I can out of you first.
Neat. Whoa!
2 weekends a month, huh?
I hear a car.
Good, mark it down on the card.
First one I hear all day.
Remarkable. Got worse things to worry about.
Yeah.
Like where we're gonna get some rations.
We got nothing to eat.
Not a thing. I got no way to requisition any chow out here. Man, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. How about I go rustle some cows?
Now, don't be stupid.
What?
Who's stupid?
You're stupid. Who's got any cows out here?
All right, I'll go rustle some chickens.
Man, you just can't keep that guy away from the farm animals.
Where is this ruler of yours, Tom?
Next to my eraser.
Better talk. I'm not afraid to use this.
I don't suppose you are.
Well, at least you're not a coward. There's that much of the human being left in you.
Don't waste flattery on me, Paul. It won't work.
I'm not flattering you. I'm telling you the truth. You think for a minute that one of your controlled people would resist? No, not a chance. Courage is an emotion. No, you logically conclude that the only way to stay alive would be to talk. You see, pure logic works only for the individual. There's no group feeling, no patriotism, no cooperation of any kind.
What?
Yeah.
You heard me, Tom. The king's playing you for a big sucker. He's using your human emotions, your loyalty, your desire to help your race, your dreams of freedom, everything else you preach to get his own ends. He
Just
doesn't
shoot
feel these
me,
things.
come
Somebody else
on.
has to do it for him.
Alien, cheese, and curios, 500 yards.
I want to get a nut log.
Yeah. And an alien.
Alien smokes like a chimney.
Look at that. It's stinking there.
So, another drink?
I don't... The possibility has never occurred to me.
Well, of course it hasn't.
Because you're a dink.
You've been too busy waving a non-existent flag. Look, this thing doesn't have any emotions, therefore it can't understand them. But it does know they exist. And in order to defeat them, it has to use them against things that do have them. Found you, I better buttered you up plenty.
You're trying to bore me to death, aren't you, Paul?
Praised my work.
To keep you working, of course. How could he care anything about you? He doesn't like, he doesn't dislike. He merely reasons, concludes, and uses.
Sounds like a producer.
Ticky, here, ticky, 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 boil, boil.
Oh, Corky gets into another fix.
That killed a wabbit, killed a wabbit.
You have what might be a plausible theory.
If you'd pep it up a little.
That is, that an emotionless being is helpless when surrounded by beings with emotion. He doesn't affect one another, stand together.
Because you want Claire to stand with you. But it's no theory, Tom, it's the truth.
Oh, finally an interesting scene.
Oh, I should have brought a wrap. It's so cold.
Have I reached you?
Maybe. Some, I don't know.
Am I still gonna have to kill you?
Anything, just stop talking.
I was supposed to kill you.
I was supposed to kill you.
It's Who's Killing Who, the wacky new game show, and you can play.
Thong, Traitor, Kuma.
Oh, I should have brought a... Huh?
You said that.
Wait a minute.
Suppose he asks you to try again later. Assuming I don't finish you right now.
I don't think I could do it. I'd have to have time to think.
It's the craw.
Not the craw, the craw.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna give you such a pinch.
Pinch an inch.
I don't know whether to give you a chance or not.
I've got a rifle over here, but I'm not going to use it. It's gone.
Well, there should be a plot point around here somewhere. Sid? Sid Field?
It's Carol Channing.
Ooh. She's looked better.
It's a safety code gone horribly wrong.
Eat it all.
You're ugly. Horrible.
I know you are, but what am I?
Try your intellect on me.
I'm from Venus. I'm your new boyfriend.
You're gonna make a slave of the world. I'll see you in hell first.
Can you get the Padres on that? Huh?
Claire!
Oh, she's in a crabby mood.
Hey.
Really?
She should eat that with drawn butter.
Nice
Oh,
one.
you know, these NPR pledge drives are so boring.
Now it's reached you. Right down into your heart. Are you gonna fight it? Are you gonna help me destroy it?
No. Oh, maybe.
I'll get you the installation. Pete and Roy Mason are possessed. Take care of them, I'll go to the Cape. Elephant Hot Springs.
You haven't got a gun.
I'll find something.
What about a nutcracker? Claus, it's...
Oh, what kind of nutty fun is our friend Corky in now?
I brought this can of nuts in case we get hungry.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Oh, why didn't you say something earlier?
I just do. I'm sorry, these monsters
You'll
affect
hold it till
me.
we get to the monster.
That's a mighty big chicken, isn't it, Corky? Looks like he's done it again.
Corky. Make a run for the border, Corky.
Ay, caramba. Gotham City, 14 miles.
Big, huge claws, walks, crab, chicken, teeth, girl shredded.
English, stupid. Talk English. I see a monster in a cave. He was killing a girl.
Wait, it's prettier in Spanish.
Get your shoes on. We're at the monster.
Okay, I'll just be a minute. Should I pick up a big gulp here?
Say,
Darn, I always miss the good parties.
they leave these things everywhere, don't they? How did she get outside?
She fell down. All the way. Down and out.
The plane is on the installation strip.
I have been told. He has ordered me to fly to Washington.
The president will die first.
Then the cabinet.
Hi. You were all bad guys, weren't you?
I always knew I'd make a better cowboy than my brother.
Oh, he shot me. This time he really got me in the arm. Oh, yeah, that's it. Boy, does my arm sting.
Peter will drive in style in the new 207-9835 or 6S. Thanks, guys. Whoa! It's one fast Studebaker.
Oh, squealing on dirt, that's illegal.
Yeah, get that. Long about this time, sees those Duke boys had just about enough.
Okay, I'll take the breathalyzer. Leave me.
Ooh.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka.
Nice ricochet.
Oh. See you way back in there. He's too big for this little squad, I think.
Bazooka man, set up here and cover the entrance. The rest of you drop packs and fix bayonets.
Ow! Oh, never put a bazooka on your crotch like that.
Never.
How does this go together? I can't.
I'm gonna make some French roast. Just the way I like it.
It's a heck of a weapon. Hi. Sarge, why don't you send the bazooka in first? Would that be prudent?
Ouch, ooh, sting pain, owie, hurts, it stings, and owie.
Well, it's a good thing you left the Jeep running, eh? Well, the world's coming to an end, and Peter still looks darn snappy.
Oh, wait, Sarge, me first.
I'm next.
Now me.
Now me.
Be all that you can be? I don't think so.
Pete, I think you should have parked a little closer. This'll be fun.
Whoa, they just mobbed, too.
Oh, God. Dude, put the brake on. Oh.
No riders? Oh, now what?
Hey, no riders. Oh, it's okay, he's dead.
Well, I don't know. Law's the law. A key?
It's the Kool-Aid guy gone wrong.
Well, let's see, I'd like chocolate glaze, little sprinkles, maybe a large coffee, a couple of crullers. That would taste good right about now. Something like that.
You don't have a lot of range with a blowtorch.
Oh!
How about a little fire scarecrow?
Kingsford cops, light quickly.
Chili peppers burn his gut.
That felt good.
Yeah.
These things are neat.
I'm gonna run the siren.
Ooh, come on, give Auntie a big kiss. No. I'm eating well.
Beady, 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 get the hell out of my cave, Buck.
1 Adam 12, 1 Adam 12. Save the stupid monster.
It's Sigmund the Sea Monster! Stupidest looking thing. Oops. All right, clear the scene. Nothing to see here, folks. Show's over. Let's go home now.
Sir, the ambassador from Venus wants to kiss us.
I said you're on a battlefield. I know that better than you do, Sergeant. How well are you doing?
Half my men are dead.
Organized living.
Call off your troops. Are you nuts? I say call them off. Cease firing.
Hey, Steve, you look different than I thought you would.
I made it possible for you to come here.
Thank you.
I made you welcome to this earth.
Thank you.
You made it a China house.
A China house? Do allergies burn your eyes? Schmucker's jelly always tastes the freshness.
Bad carrot. Bad.
Hi, Pete. A little late.
Hey, how's my friend Tom? Oh.
He acted like he knew it.
They were good friends.
He did.
Yep.
He and no one else.
He learned almost too late that man is a feeling creature. And because of it, the greatest in the universe.
Great hair.
He learned too late for himself that men have to find their own way to make their own mistakes. There can't be any gift of perfection from outside ourselves. And when men seek such perfection, they find only death, fire, loss, disillusionment,
boredom,
the end of everything that's gone forward. Men have always sought an end to toil and misery. It can't be given, it has to be achieved. There is hope. But it has to come from inside.
Wow.
From man himself.
Cool. James Arness will be back in Sweetback's Badass
Peter
Songs.
Graves.
Ha ha ha.
He learned almost too late that man is a feeling creature. And because of it, the greatest in the universe. He learned too late for himself that men have to find their own way to make their own mistakes. There can't be any gift of perfection from outside ourselves. And when men seek such perfection, they find only death, fire, loss, disillusionment, the end of everything that's gone forward. Men have always sought an end to toil and misery. It can't be given, it has to be achieved. There is hope. But it has to come from inside. From man himself.
Heavy.
Yeah, well.
Wow. Anyway, well, we got some letters. Who wants to do what? Oh, here's one. Okay.
Well, that's Crow.
This is Crow. Let's
Can
put
I read
that
that
up
one?
on Still Store. Yep.
Okay.
This one here. I'll hold it for you.
Okay. On behalf of Total Credit Management, Inc., I would like to thank you and all your crew of MST3K for helping my company to increase its work output, thus increasing our
profitability.
Okay. Then it goes, every Friday morning we tape MST 3000 from Comedy Central, and then in the afternoon we close down shop a bit early and gather the employees into the cafeteria. Okay, for an afternoon viewing. Cool. Hey, so they really like the show.
Well, they shut down their business. Glad we could be a capitalist tool. Thank you.
And that's at the Carpeteria? That's a good, reputable company.
I think so.
Okay,
Well,
and now Tom has this set. Let's put this up on
I
Still
saw this.
Store
Now, this
here.
is a picture of, there's a drawing and a letter for each one of us,
Yeah.
okay? The first one says, Dear Joel, if Crow teases you, you can switch him on and off until he apologizes, or you can take him apart. That's not a bad idea.
No, it doesn't work that
I
way.
like this. I like your comments. You look very sleepy when you talk. Now, why is that, Joel?
I don't know, because it's my nature.
Put up that picture of Crow. Let's see that picture of Crow. Isn't that a
Hey,
Crow?
pretty good, huh?
drawings. Yeah.
Here that is.
Okay, Dear Crow, you make the funniest jokes. I wish you would quit teasing Tom Servo. Boy, I'm with you right there. Did you get the name Crow from your beak?
Ooh, what a bird.
Ouch.
That's Evan Anderson. You want to do the next one? This one's Tom.
Evan? Yeah, these are all from Evan, as a matter of fact.
Hey, way to
that's
go,
a
Ev.
good picture of me, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I like this. Dear Tom Servo, I think your jokes are funny. Thank you, so do I.
Wow.
I like it when you dance. Teach me some of those steps because I need them. Your friend, Evan Anderson.
Okay,
How about just a little dink-a-dink-a-doo? How's that, Evan? Okay, try that out on your mom.
And you can only do Tom Servo's steps if you have a hover skirt like he does,
true.
so you miss out if you don't.
Oh,
and
look,
this
a
is
gypsy
there.
Hey,
Let's read
girl.
that part.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good
now,
likeness.
It says, Evan says, Sir Gypsy, Dear Gypsy, why don't you spend more time with Crow, Tom Servo, and Joel so you can get to know them better? I thought it was funny when you ate the demon dog.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
That's nostalgic, isn't it?
Well, we have to explain why Gypsy's often gone. It's because she runs the higher functions of the ship, and that's why she's only around sometimes at the end when it's the easier time to run everything. But this one is for Gypsy to read.
Oh.
This is from Albert
good.
Chang.
Hey, let's go play some chess while
Put
she's
that on
reading.
Still Store, and
some-
here's the letter. And here you go, Gypsy. You can read this one, okay? Can you see that?
This would be good.
Dear Joel, Crow, and Tom Servo. I really like your funny show.
No, it actually says lick there. I think that's Albert made a typo there.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. Sorry, Gypsy.
That's all right. I really like your funny show.
I bet he does, too.
But those evil scientists.
Scientists.
No, that's the way it's spelled. Scientist.
Scientists
For crying out loud.
scare me so. I wish they'd go to Idaho.
Oh, that kid needs a little phonetic trouble. But, you know.
P.S. My favorite robot is the beautiful and glamorous Gypsy.
Doesn't really say that. That's great. Boy.
Good job. Hey, how was it, sir? What do you think?
Shh. Man is a feeling creature. And because of it, the greatest in the universe. He learned too late for himself that men have to find their own way to make their own mistakes. There can't be any gift of perfection from outside ourselves. And when men seek such perfection, they find only death, fire, loss, disillusionment. In the end of everything that's gone forward, men have always sought an end of toil and misery. It can't be given, it has to be achieved. There is hope. But it has to come from inside. The man himself. He learned almost too late that man is a feeling creature. And because of it, the greatest in the universe. And he learned too late for himself that men have to find their own way to make their own mistakes. There can't be any gift of perfection from outside ourselves. And when men seek such perfection, they find only death, fire, loss, disillusionment. In the end of everything that's gone forward, men have always sought an end to toil and misery. It can't be given, it has to be achieved. There is hope, but it has to come from inside, from man himself. He learned almost too late that man is a feeling creature.
This has been a presentation from Comedy Central.